In the beginning of the drama, we will see the female lead Jua. Let's look at, he is late for university. It is happening, she tells her mom. Do you like me? Her mom replies. Yes, every daughter helps her mother in her work. She does, then gambling without having breakfast. She takes the macros and quickly leaves. She runs away because she has to go to university. It happens, she sees that her bus is leaving. It is about to happen, so he goes to catch the bus. She runs, then she sits on a seat. Then he gets a message from his friend. Dumbo, did you catch the bus? That reply. She does, yes, I caught it, then gamble him. She asks me to meet her at the bus stop, and she says, bring me breakfast. I didn't get time for breakfast, it's... Afterwards, she goes to her place to do her makeup. She takes out the liner, but the driver suddenly applies the brakes and his liner. It falls from the hand and rolls forward. She is looking at her liner when the next seat. The boy picks it up and gives it to him, gambling him. She says thank you and offers some macaroons. She does this and the boy accepts it, gambling that. She gets very impressed with the boy. Then, she gets off the bus when she reaches the university. And she is calling her friend. Meanwhile, she opens a soda bottle which is hers. It falls on the dress, that boy again. He helps her and gives her his handkerchief. He says clean it up when he is going. If it happens, Jua is watching it, only then. His friend comes and stands beside him. This is the male lead of the drama, and his name is. It's Minyu, he calls Jua and tells him. Provides breakfast, then he asks Jua. Hey, what were you looking at there? Gambling. Changing the subject, she says, I am hungry. It is stuck, let's have breakfast. Actually, Jua liked that boy very much. It happens, then Jua and Minyu together are having breakfast and gamble that. She starts praising the boy. Minyu says, okay, that's good. This makes you a girl. Otherwise, your actions are absolutely. She was like a boy. Jua asks if I. Did you think she was a boy? Then Minyu says, it's surprising that my jacket suits you. Does it fit perfectly? Jua says yes. It fits me perfectly, then gambling. She starts examining the jacket and says, what detergent do you use? Your jacket smells really nice. Then, Jua gets up and goes to Minyu and tells him. It starts smelling. Minyu says, this. What are you doing? Sit down. So sit down and gamble. She goes and keeps smelling the jacket. Then during the lecture in the class, the professor. All students are given a project. And make groups of them, of the lecture. She would still be smelling the gambling jacket during. Minyu tells her, what are you doing? Bus. Enough is enough now. Then he tells her not to do so. Stops. Then gambling saw the same boy in the class. She sees the person who helped her, that. The boy's name is Mok Jin, and he is a gambler. He studies in the same class. Then the teacher says, yes, today I will take everyone's online attendance. When the teacher takes attendance online, students see that gambling has its. I have posted a selfie, seeing this all. The students start laughing, and he gets very. I feel embarrassed, at the end of the lecture. Later, Minyu and Ju are leaving, only then. Someone calls out to Minyu from behind, when. He turns around and sees it's Mok Jin. And she introduces Minyu to her friend Yang Hee. Gets introduced, then Minyu also gambled. Introduces him to Mok Jin, then. When Minyu and Ju are going home. Minyu gets a call on his phone. He picked up the call. He says, hello mom, how are you? Gambling, hear this. She takes the phone and snatches it from him and says, Mom. I am your real daughter, you to someone else. How can I make my own flax? Then the gambling. A parcel arrives from his mom. And he had to struggle to lift it. It has been happening, just then Minyu arrives. Jua thinks he came to help her. So she says thank you to him, but. Minyu says no, I'll go get my box. I have come, then he picks up a box and. He says Mom said this box is mine. And then he leaves, after he left. Jua thinks how rude my help is too. Didn't do it, then he picked up the parcel with difficulty. Takes you to the hostel room. In the hostel room, Jua meets her roommate Bo Young. She says hello to Bo Young, and Bo Young says hello to her. She says hello. Meanwhile, Minyu is with his roommate. Park asks Nell, "Did you make the third? Why did you change your major during the semester?" Park Nell replies, "I have one. Is a valid region." On the other hand, Jua, Boyang, and his other roommate, Jimin, is on her first day. She is enjoying, the three of them each other. And together. They party. Boyang during the party gets a call from her boyfriend, Boyang. She tells him on the phone, "Call me after today." Don't do it, then she disconnects the call, gambling. She asks him, "Why did you do this?" Boyang says, "I want to enjoy my life. I want no more unnecessary stress. I want to." Then Jimin says to Boyang, You are very cool." On the other hand, Minyu and his friend Park Nell would also be partying. Suddenly their roommate Moon Jun turned around. He asks them, "Are you guys in the room? Are you having a party?" Then she goes to Minyu. He goes and asks one of your older sisters. Isn't it? Minyu says, "Yes, I have one. She is an older sister, but she will die very soon. You are going to get married, so you have no one." There is no chance. Moon Jun then returned to his chair. But it goes away. Then Moon Jun, Minyu, and Park tells Nell someone online today posted a love confession. On the other side, girls are also watching that love confession. That love confession named Dear.M. Someone must have posted it. Now this. Who posted the love confession? This gives us. We will know later. The next day, Jimin. She gets a call from her boyfriend, Park Newell. And he asks her, "Which shirt should I wear today? Should I wear it?" Jua is watching them. Then she tells Jimin, "You're so lucky that you have a boyfriend like this." Only then. She gets a call from Minyu and goes to meet him. Calls for, when Jua meets Minyu. She goes, he tells her, created a new app. This is a dating app. Minyu tells Jua to try it out. That's how it is. Then he also says, in the app, you can select people according to your test. You can meet and date them. Jua laughs at Minyu's dating app idea and reminds him of you before. There have been many breakups, Minyu's first. The breakup happened because I always used to study with my girlfriend. And she was bored. Minyu passed his exam. So he passed, but his girlfriend. She left and went away. The other girl was on the die. But Minyu gave her chocolates, which they broke up in the third girl. I asked Minyu about his favorite dish. Minyu didn't know his favorite dish, therefore that. The girl also broke up with him. Then Minyu says, "Yes, okay, I am also I will find a girlfriend." Gambling, then dating app. She uses it and says this app is it is working well. Gambling in the next scene. And Morgan are having lunch together, and he would have been Minyu's partner through the app. Are very happy to have lunch with Jua Morgan. And they have a great time together. Then when they are leaving, Morgan gives Jua a drink and asks him to. He talks very lovingly. Gambling has it all. It feels great because till date no one. The boy hadn't spoken to her like that. Meanwhile, Minyu is looking at his app and he sees that he gets a very good response. Used to be, people are installing his app. There are, on the other side, gambling and a restaurant. She applies for a job and gets it. It is available. She tells the restaurant owner, "I can help you with your business. Because I am studying business." Then everyone would be enjoying themselves in the restaurant. Suddenly Minyu tells everyone about his friend Pak. Introduces Null, then they play a game where Pak Null loses. And he has to drink the entire bottle of the drink. Just then, Minyu gets a call from his older sister. Comes, and he goes out to talk to her. There he meets Jua. Then Mogjin also comes there and stops gambling. He invites you to come inside with him. Jua goes inside with them. Come in. After Minyu introduces gambling to the most. Gets it done, then he plays the game again. The game begins, and gambling begins at the first level. She loses, so he had to drink. Then he plays again and gambles again. She loses too, so he should drink again. Have to do it. This keeps happening and gambling. She keeps losing again and again music. That's why. He has to drink again and again. Gambling. She drinks too much. Last. She loses the round again and I have to take another drink. Moonjun has this. It feels bad to see everything. That's why he himself gambles. He drinks the drink. Gambling is Moonjun's. This sounds good. Then Young-hee accidentally. She spills a drink on Jua's clothes. Young-hee tells him, I'm sorry, because of me. Your clothes got ruined. Tell this. How much are the clothes? I'll buy you new ones. I will give, but Jua says it doesn't matter. But Young continues to insist. So gambling. She screams angrily. I said no one. No matter. Then Min Ho comes there and starts gambling. To come out, then gambling. She goes to the washroom, cleans her dress. And comes out, she tells Min Ho I think I really like Morgan. A.M. He is the same person I have been with for 21 years. I was waiting for this. Min Ho has been gambling for 21 years. I was waiting to hear that absolutely. Do not like it, he says he doesn't know. What strange things are you saying? Then when they are coming back, Min Ho tells them. He explains his dream of starting a gaming company. I have to work, so Mogjin tells him. I can help you with this. Just then, from behind, one of Mogjin's friends saw Min Ho. Tells him that the company belongs to Mogin's dad. Hearing this, Min Ho asks Mogjin for help. It feels very strange to take. Next scene. Min Ho and Jua are together, then gambling. She takes Min Ho's phone, and Mogjin calls out to him. She takes out the number, then she is his. Opens the profile, and looks at his pictures. She looks at him, and says how handsome he is. Then, Jua tells Min Ho to consider her as Young-hee. I don't know, so she is a very strange girl, so. Min Ho says no, I don't think so. He tried to talk to me several times. So gambling says then it is yours. She must be flirting with him, then in the room. Moonjin is folding his clothes very neatly. It happens, just then Mogjin and Park Nal were there. He comes and tells her to put on her clothes. You keep it very neat, so Moonjin says yes. I learned this in my military training. Then Moonjin asks Min Ho, you. When are you going for military training? So Min Ho says I'm in military training. Not going to, then Min Ho tells. That when I was little my mom and dad had passed away, after that my sister took care, now I will soon have a good. I want to work in a company and live in my home. I want to take the responsibility on myself. And I want to free my sister. Then Moonjun apologizes to her and says that I didn't know all this, then we gamble. Who's still mocking on their phones. She is looking at the photos of, then his. Friends ask her, are you dating anyone? Do you like it? So gambling tells you. How did you know? So she says you are too late. She is smiling while looking at something on her phone. Yes, and you are also listening to romantic songs. In the next scene, Jua texts Min Ho and tells Mogjin her favorite. Ask about the celebrity and give him 100. Sends a survey of questions. Second. On the other hand, Mogjin tells Min Ho, my club. Join, and you will also get scholarship from this. Can be found, so Min Ho gives him the survey. And he says if you fill out this survey, then I will join your club. Then Jua goes to Mogjin's club and meets him. She asks if I can join your club. Can I? So Young-hee says this computer. There is an engineering club, and the subject is business administration. You. How can you join it? So gambling says. I have any degree in business administration. I am ready to work, then Moxon asks her to do the cleaning and gambles. She starts cleaning, then Young-hee deliberately says things that encourage gambling. You may feel uncomfortable. Min-ho realize this. So he takes Young-hee with him for lunch. But he invites. Young-hee is happy to hear this. She goes, then he goes to a restaurant for lunch. Let's go to. Suddenly Min Ho finds his older Sister calls, and he talks to her. Young Hee tells him to usually tell people. They get a call from their moms, but your sister calls, seems like. You are very close to your sister, Min Ho. Then he tells her that in the name of the family. I only have my older sister nearby. Hearing this, Young Hee apologizes to him and says, I did not know this before. At night, Min Ho completes his assignment and he says my assignment is complete. So Parkle tells him the assignment was completed, but it is showing error. Min Ho says come. I will help you, then Park. Nal says I must take this subject sometime. I didn't want it. I don't know why I took. Min Ho tells him it's okay. I will help you, then Moon June tells Min Ho your dating app is true. I am very good, Moon June from Parknell. He says you even have a girlfriend. Let's call him and party together. We do, then Parkneal Jimin. He calls her and asks her to come to the party. He says she even brings him to her roommates. Jimin asks Boyoung. But she refuses, then Jimin gambles. She asks him and he refuses too. Then Muchin says I will pay for the party. I will do it when Ju and Boyoung find out. If he is there, then he will also agree to come to the party. Go away, Jua messages Min Ho and asks. What are you doing? Min Ho says I am completing the assignment. Then he asks her what are you doing, so Jua says I was just going to sleep. After I meet everyone in one place, they're gambling Min Ho. She tells him that you have completed your assignment. Was doing, so how did you get here, so Min Ho? He also tells her that you were going to sleep. Will you sleep here on the grass? Then Jimin gambling. And asks Min Ho, you two are the best. You are friends, isn't it? Jua says yes we've been together since school time, and now I'm tired of it. I have already done it. Then Jimin asks Jua. Do you guys drink together? Gambling. She says, yes, we would drink together. But always only 3 bottles from it. Not much, then everyone talks to each other. And enjoy the party together. The next day, Min Ho and Jua go to Mogjin's club. Would have been distributing forms for. Min Ho asks Gamba, you're doing all this. Why are you doing this? Gambling says this mocking. There is a chance to impress someone, then Mogin. Both of them need to rest for a while. He says, when gambling is resting. She looks at the forms and says how many. All the forms have been filled, then Mokin also comes to see the forms and close the gambling. It comes, seeing this, Jua's heartbeat increased. She goes, then Min Ho realizes Jua's feelings. He is observing, just then Yang Hee was there. She comes, and then everyone goes to eat together. Let's go, Min Ho repeatedly gambles while eating. Takes care of him and seeing all this, Yang Hee. There is a lot of irritation, then to the gambling Mogin. To show off, she tells me I sleep a lot. Coming because I watched a horror movie last night. Was watching, Muggin asks him what. Were you really watching a horror movie? What? Do you like horror movies? Gambling says. I love horror movies, gambling. Deliberately saying things that. Muggin likes it, seeing this Min Ho. Gambling in the heart says about those things. She's talking about things she doesn't know anything about. I know, it seems he has done a thorough survey of Mokshin. I have memorized it. In the next scene, Mokshin. Rooms are shown, which are available in the entire hostel. It is a single room because his family. It is a very big company. Min Ho comes there. And then about Mokshin and Min Ho's app. Let's talk, when Min Ho is about to leave. So Mokshin asks her, what kind of girl is gambling? Min Ho says she's a very nice girl. Mokshin says I like him too. Min Ho feels very bad after hearing this. And he is unable to understand his feelings. Then, Jimin and Park Neal sitting at a restaurant. They are talking, just then Min Ho and Jua. Come there, Min Ho says gambling is completely. She has gone mad from, he would Mogin those things. Talks about the ones about. I don't even know, Jua laughs and says. If I don't know, please teach me, by the way. Also, Magan told me that he will do it next time. Take me with you to live gaming. We'll go, so Minyu says yes, we will see. Then about gambling Makin, while coming back. She is talking, Minyu quietly. He is listening to things. In the next scene, Minyu and Jua are sitting somewhere, gambling now. Is also looking at Mokjin's profile, and she says he looks so handsome in every photo. Mino is watching him, then gambling. Mino asks Mukjin what kind of girl she is. Would you like it? Mino takes a photo of him, shows it to him, and tells him too. I will not like it at all. Then men. He says I am sending this photo to Mukjin. A.M. Then gambling gave him a very funny school time. She shows me the photo and says if you. I sent the photo to Mokjin, and I posted it online. I will send it. Then Minyu was forced to take that photo. Have to delete it, then gamble on your job. She goes there and sings a very romantic song. She plays. His boss asks Jua what happened. Do you like anyone? Gambling. She says yes, there is someone I have met recently. I met her and I like her. The boss thinks she's talking about him. Has been. The boss then tells him that you also have feelings, confess them. Give. Jua says okay, I will quickly go to I will confess my feelings. Then boss gambling. He calls and says whatever you have. I have feelings, I accept them. A.M. Then he gives her a coffee on which yes is written. Seeing all this, Jua thought, what is all this? Then Minyu would be home. And his sister comes there, that Minyu. She brings me a burger, Minyu eats it. And his sister would be very happy to see this. In the next scene, Minyu is getting ready. It happens, his sister comes to him and she says hurry up, we will be late. Then they go to a restaurant where Minyu meets his sister's boyfriend. Then Mokjin and his dad also come there. Minyu meets Mokjin's dad and he says you are my role model. I want to be like that. Then everyone is their own. Sit down at the tables. Mokjin's dad tells him. Scolds and says, you are a good. Could not even get admission in the university, and now you have to study it. Then Mokjin shows his dad the app Minyu made. He shows it and says, I made this myself. His dad is very happy to see the app. Meanwhile, Minyu is with his sister's boyfriend. His sister tells him, we are going to get married very soon. Minyu is shocked to hear this. Then we have flashbacks are shown of Minyu's. The parents had died. After that the sister took care of him. One day Minyu saw a burger at a shop and ate it. Wanted, but his sister doesn't have the money. And she could not buy it for him at that time. So at night, Minyu's sister makes a gift for him. Brings a burger while he was eating a burger. So his sister is very happy to see him. It occurs. Then Minyu goes to his sister's wedding. It is accepted for, but he's a little upset. It happens. Then he goes home and checks his bank account. He checks and finds out that he has to arrange a grand wedding for his sister. There is not enough money for this. Meanwhile, gambling is sitting with Moonjun and Bo Young at the restaurant. It occurs. There is a girl crying and she tells me about her love for that boy. Should not have confessed. This girl has. I had confessed my love to someone, and that the boy had rejected her, the reason for which she is crying a lot, hearing all this. Gambling gets very upset. Then he is sitting in the restaurant. I talked about all these things. I am thinking and feel very sad. Just then Minyu comes there and starts gambling. He asks what happened. Gambling tells her today. I saw a girl who had sex with someone. I confess my love, but the boy, he was rejected. Then from gambling Mino. She asks what happened to you. Mino says, my sister's marriage is fixed. Hearing this, Jua becomes very happy and says, this is good news, but Minyu says, I have a grand wedding for my sister. There is not enough money to arrange it. Hearing this, Jua asks Mino, do you have? How much money is there? Minyu says 10 million euro. Jua gets shocked and says, when did you save so much money? Then she says, "Oh, that's why you applied for scholarships. I applied and you worked so much part-time. Also did jobs. Gambling says when your sister will know that you did something for her. She will be very happy if you work so hard. You, for so long, your sister's grandma, saving to arrange a wedding. Were, then Gamba happily placed his hand on Minu's head. She turns it around. Minu likes to beat her head like this. It feels good to be stroked, so he gambled. He puts his hand on my hand. Gamble with it. It becomes a little uncomfortable, so she removes her hand and says, "Let's go now." Let's go. They are going home and on the way, Gambling says, "Tomorrow you will be my one. You will see a new look. Don't be shocked to see him." Macrons for Minu Gambling the next day. Buys, then all the boys from the boys' hostel stand outside, girls coming out, are waiting for all the other girls. They come out, but Gambling does not come. After a while, Jua comes out and Minu is shocked to see this. He is very. She looks good. Mino thinks, what? Is this really Gambling? Then, while talking about everything, walking towards the college, on the way, Jua asks Mino how I look today. Minu says you're Mokjin's favorite. You are looking like an actress. Gambling laughs and she says, "Really?" Then Minu makes fun of her. He blows it and everyone starts laughing. Gambling is the most. She asks him to stop laughing. Then Minu. Gambling is supposed to give macros, but just then Mokjin arrives. Jua says to Mokjin, "Yes, I'm wearing high heels and these. It is becoming difficult to walk. Do you mean? Can you give me a lift?" Mokjin gives her a lift. It is accepted for. Then get in the gambling car. She goes, and Minu injures his leg, pretending to say, "I to you. If I go with people, they will also sit in the car." Goes, compliments to Mokjin Jua's dress. He does this, which makes Jua very happy. Minu is about to give him macros. But then he finds a box of macros in the car. Sees a lot of macaroni. Seeing this, Minu returned his macaroni. He keeps it, then all the students in the class. The teacher tells them today. You have to take photos of each other. The one who takes the best photo will get more marks. We'll meet, then all the students go out and start taking photos of each other. Yang he comes to Minu and says, "Will you take my photo?" Minu says, "I don't know how to take photos, but I'll try." Then a photo of Minu Yang he starts taking it. Yang he treats him well. She poses. She then tells Minu, "Now I will take your photo." So Minu is one. Makes funny faces. Gambling sees this and she says he doesn't even know how to pose. Then Jua goes to Makshin and gives him her photo. Shows it. Makshin asks him, "Did you do this? When was the photo taken?" Jua says, "Just now." Makshin. He says, "Okay, now I'll take your photo." I take it. Then he starts taking photos of Gambling. Jua's hair covering her face while taking the photo. Let's come. So by getting closer to Makin Gambling, removes her hair from her face. From this, Jua turns red with shame. Then all students submit their photos to the class. We do. The teacher looks at the photos and when they see the photo of Gambling, it looks very funny. Teacher asks this photo, "Who has taken it?" Minu says, "I have." Teacher asks Mino, "You see this photo? What name will you give?" Minu says jokingly. Jua and Minu Mokjin and Headache next scene are in the club. Gambling says there is a photo exhibition, and I am with Mokjin. I want to go. Then Minu Macron takes it out. Jua happily says, "Wow, this. It is for me." Minu says, "Absolutely not. These are mine." Then he starts eating them. And Jua gets angry with him. Only then Mokjin comes over and asks if are you both going to the photo exhibition together? Jua signals Minu to say no. Minu remains silent at first, but then he says, "No, I am going with someone else." Hearing this, Mokjin tells Jua that it is okay. "If so, we will go together." Hearing this, Gambling was very. She becomes happy, but seeing them together, Minyu feels bad. Later, Minyu. Sitting alone in class thinking about gambling. It has been happening. Just then Young Hee arrives and she asks Minyu if you want to take a photo with me. Will you go to the exhibition? Hearing this, Minyu. He is a little happy and says yes. Sure, I will go. Gambling in the next scene. She is getting her assignment photocopied. Then a boy comes there and his hand gets cut. Goes, Jua gives her a bandage. But the boy goes away without saying anything. Seeing this, Jua thinks how strange it is. Didn't even say thank you. Then Parthenol. Jaemin, Minho and Jua together at a restaurant. Are sitting. Suddenly he sees that the suspicious person posted another message. Everyone gets shocked after seeing that post. And who do you think this person is? The next morning, Boyoung asks Jimin, what's the date today? Jimin tells her date, then Jimin says, yes, today is the first date of gambling. Hearing this, Jua sits up and thinks, just today. It should not rain. In the next scene, the magazine and gambling would be on the way to the photo exhibition. Suddenly it starts raining on the way. And gambling becomes very dangerous. That car. She tells him to stop and starts backing away. She tells Mokshin will date some other day. But we will move on. Mokshin thinks I don't know this. What happened? Meanwhile, Minyu comes out and sees that it is raining. Rain. Seeing this, he remembers the past. When Minyu was little, his mom and dad took him to school. While returning there, an accident occurred and both of them died. Minyu witnessed the accident with his own eyes. Then Minyu would stand in the rain and cry. And walking towards home in the rain. Seems like then, Jua comes there with an umbrella. Minyu asks her, you want to take the photo? Was going to the exhibition. What happened? Gambling. She replies, just in case it starts raining. I came back, then we see a flashback where Minyu is grieving the death of his parents. Later he sits in the rain and cries, gambling. She brings him an umbrella and it provides comfort. Minyu thinks gambling is mine. She cares so much, he has his for me. The photo exhibition was also cancelled. All this. Thinking about it, Minyu would feel very happy inside. Then Jua and Minyu would be sitting together. Jua says I don't understand that. How do I handle you? Minyu says. You went to the exhibition because of me. It got cancelled. Jua says it's okay. I will leave tomorrow. I am giving you this condition. I can't leave. I don't know what. But I can stay with you. A.M. Then when Minho is in class, a friend comes to him and says, I saw your app. It's very nice. I have a friend who is on your app. Wants to invest, if you are for it. If you are ready, we can start our business. Mino says okay, I will do this. I will think about it. Then Mino thinks what? Should I do this? Maybe then I will. I should be able to arrange a grand wedding for my sister. He then checks his bank balance and he wonders if he should take this decision. Needed, then the hostel fire alarm would go off. And everyone starts running out of the hostel. Minyu calls Jua, but she hangs up on the phone. Doesn't pick it up. He calls her again and again. But when she doesn't come out, he checks on her. He decides to go inside to do it. That's when gambling comes out. Minyu constantly gambles. Is looking at, he notices that two boys standing on the side talking about gambling. I am talking, so Minyu takes Gamba to his. Hides behind, just then Mokshin arrives. So Jua tells Minyu right in front of me. Stay, don't move. I don't want Mokshin. Look at me like this. Then Moonjun checks her phone and tells everyone that he has a new. He has got a project in which he has a different. Pictures of the scenes had to be taken. Moonjun suggests, why don't we take a train ride this time? Do it. Great views from the train. Then gambling with a boy in a restaurant. She is waiting for it, actually gambling. Minyu meets a guy through a dating app. A date was fixed, and she was waiting for him. It has been happening. Then that boy comes, the same boy comes out whose hand once. There was a cut, and Jua gave him a bandage. He is happy to meet her, but then gambling. Assignment reminder message on the phone. Comes, she says sorry and leaves, telling me to submit my assignment. But the boy thinks there's just one excuse, and he's going to date her. But I don't want to go. Then gamble your. She submits the assignment and returns. Only then. He gets a message from Mokshin. I wait down. I am doing it. Come soon. Meanwhile, Minyu is gambling. Is watching a picture of when gambling Mokken. When she gets into his car, he gives her coffee and plays a romantic song. Then he leave for the photo exhibition. On the way, Jua wonders if this could happen. It is believed that Mokshin is the one who posted the online. Posted a confession, then he himself. She convinces me that this cannot happen. As soon as they arrive at the exhibition, Minyu and Young-hee also comes there. Them gambling is quite surprising to see. Then Jua is very happy with Mokshin and she goes to Minyu and says, you want to tell Young-hee? Take it and leave from here quickly. If you won't leave me and Mokshin alone. You can see it, then gambling Mokken something. She sits down to read books. He thinks, let's order something to eat. Only then. Min Ho and Young-hee also enter and there. Sits in the cabinet, then to the muggins. He starts feeling sleepy and falls asleep. Gambling. She sees him and starts going towards him. But Minyu is there to disturb them. Screams loudly. Minyu is very happy to see this. He is happy. He takes gambling and muggins along, trying to separate them by looking at. It happens. Jua stares at Minyu and she gets very angry at Minyu, but she remains silent in front of Mogjin. Then Mogjin. He says I'll bring my car and Yang-hee goes to the washroom, gambling from Minyu. She says don't follow us and then she leaves with Mogjin. When she comes out, she asks Minyu what. Are we going for a second round again? Minho refuses and says no, we will go some other time. On the other hand, gambling and Mokshin enjoying a baseball game together. There are. Meanwhile, Park Newell has its. The computer cannot complete the assignment. And Minyu is lost in his thoughts. It is lost, he thinks to himself, Mogjin. And gambling must be a lot of fun right now. Having a drink together and whatnot. If they had a drink and then had a drink. I kissed him, thinking all this he stands up and starts getting ready. Parthener asks where are you going? Please help me, Menno says I'll help you later, but I can't stop now, I have to go, it is very important, they are just about to leave. He happens to see Mogjin and Jua coming. Then he meets them, Mogjin gambling. Leaving Minyu to talk to himself. Takes it away, Mogjin asks Minyu what. Do you like gambling? Minyu nothing. I would say, then he asks Mogjin are you? Do you like gambling? Mokshin says yes. I like to gamble, and then I go away. After she left, Minyu started gambling. She gets a message asking him to meet her. Gambling when Minyu visits her. She asks him what he thinks of me. Minyu says he didn't say much. But he seems a little impressed with you. Jua becomes very happy after hearing this. Then Minyu asks Jua, what do you think about me? What do you think of me? Jua says yes you. He has always helped me a lot. Next day. Minyu's sister is waiting for him. When Minhu arrives, his sister says, let's go wedding shopping. Then he is in a restaurant. Minhu's sister gets a call from her boyfriend. Comes, and she tells him I'm at the wedding. I can't spend that much, nor so much. I can buy expensive dresses. You have. I told you to convince your family. Will you do it? So what happened now? Minyu is his. He overhears the conversation and tells his sister. He asks what happened. No money problem. Her sister says, don't worry. I will handle everything, Minyu tells him. Why do you always behave like an adult? Do you? Sometimes you share your problems with me. Share it, let me help you too. I feel guilty because I never did anything for you, then we that. Let's see the boy who was helped by gambling. He changes his name on the dating app and sets up a date with Gambling. Gambling your friend tells Bo Young, I'm single again. I'm going on a date with a new guy. Then she meets that boy, Boy Cap. And Jua cannot recognize her. Because he is the same boy who was cheated by Gambling. Last time you submitted your assignment. Had left it for, the boy thinks to himself. He did not recognize me, then he gambled. Says there's a new restaurant near the college. It is open, let's go there, gambling with him. She agrees to go. Meanwhile, Minyu finds out that Gambling is with a boy today. There are dates. Minyu looks at the boy's ID and sees that the boy has changed his name. It has happened, so Mino has a little something on the boy. It is sensuous, but he doesn't know that suspicion. He ignores it, then from Moonjun Minyu. He says your app is good, but nowadays, rape cases are increasing, so the girls also add some safety elements. Hearing this, Minyu thinks about Gambling and he immediately leaves to meet her. He calls Jua, but he doesn't call. She picks it up, which makes Minyu even more worried. He searches for Gambling on campus, but she doesn't find him there. Meanwhile, Gambling. While walking, she asks the boy, how far is the restaurant? The boy says, how are you doing in this deserted area? Will you find a restaurant? Jua would then recognize him and says, aren't you the one who? I gave him a new bandage. He laughs and he says, finally, you recognized me. Then Jua sees his evil face. Fear. She goes, quickly grab your pepper spray. She takes it out and sprays it on his face. She runs away. She hides between two cars and tries to call Minyu. But Minyu is also trying to call Jua. He is trying, hence their connection. It cannot happen. Then there is a sound from Gambling by mistake. When she leaves, the boy realizes that. Where is Gambling hidden? Gambling then running away from there. She goes, then someone catches his hand. She sees that it is Mogjin, to Mogin. Seeing this, the boy goes away. Then Mogjin takes Gambling to a place, Gambling there. She sits quietly. Mogjin gives him a drink. He gives it to you and says that by drinking this the work will feel. Gambling would take hold of him. Just then Minyu arrives. Seeing Minyu, Jua starts crying a lot and tells him, where were you? When can I call you? Have I been? You know how scared I was. And she keeps crying a lot. Minyu her. I feel relieved after seeing it. Then all that. Go to the police station. At the police station, the inspector says, thank God for you. Nothing went wrong with it. Then the police said that boy brings into custody. Minyu very angry. Happens to be in and is about to kill him. Then Jua stops him and says now the police. Let him handle it, then he would go back. Minho and Jua together after returning. Let's sit. Minho says sorry for gambling on me. Because of the app you are in such a big danger. I will delete this app. So Gambling. She says this is not your app's fault. That guy was just weird, the menu says. But my own app made you that weird. Connected with the boy, isn't it? Then the gamble. She says, look at the small thing you gave me. Cheese saved me from that today. Those papers. Shows the spray. We then go into a flashback. Watch as he plays both sports. Complex and Minyu went to gamble. One pepper spray from the gift section. Him. Seeing this, Jua was very upset and said this. What kind of gift did you bring? What do I do about it now? Will I do it? Then the flashback ends in Gambling. She says, look how useful this thing is today. This saved me. Then to Mino Gamba. He hugs her and says sorry, I am gambling today. Arrived late. I will not do this in the future. I will do it, and whenever you're in such a dark place. Please call me when you go. Gamble with it. Feels a little uncomfortable, so She walks away and says let's forget it. Let's go, I am fine now. Now we have a room. I should go back to sleep. I am tired. Then she leaves from there. In the next scene, Jua is in her room. And Boyoung tells her that Minyu has lost his. The app has been deleted. Hearing this, Gambling was very She gets sad because Minyu has seen her on that app. I had worked very hard. Meanwhile, Minyu sat down. I am thinking, which new app should I use now? Let me make it. Parthenol also in his assignment. It gets stuck, so they both see each other. Let's motivate. Today we are on our mission. We'll complete, and then both those tasks. While doing this, we fall asleep, gambling the next morning. She calls Min Ho and says, from today I am going to the gym. My stamina last night. It was very bad, and I couldn't even run. So I have decided that from today onwards I will go to the gym. You also come. About the gym. Hearing this, Minyu says I will not come. Go, then he disconnects the call, only then. Moonjin says, at this time the gym is full of boys. It happens. Minyu's eyes widened upon hearing this. It happens. Then Jua goes to the gym and she sees that all the boys there are exercising. He doesn't know how to exercise. Then a boy comes to him and kisses him. Explains how to do the exercise, gambling that. She says thank you to the boy, then Minyu. He comes there, the boy looked at Minyu. He goes away. After that, Mokjin also came there. Goes. Gambling is very happy to see Mokjin. She goes, but Minyu feels very bad. Then Gambling and Mokjin exercises. And Minyu comes in between them and joins them. Starts exercising, then to Minyu. One starts sweating, so he sweats his. He picks up his shirt to wipe it, his. Seeing the body, Jua and Mokjin say, wow. Your body is very nice, Minyu very. He exercises, and then goes to his room. He goes and falls straight on the bed, then Minyu. And Jua is going somewhere, and Jua is Minyu. She is motivating him, you first one. I created the app, and you can create it again. In the next scene, Jua is at her job. And Mokjin was also there with his friends. He is completing his assignment. Just then Moonjin arrives, and Jua takes Jin to his. Convince me to go on a town tour with you. Moonjun says, why should I do that? Gambling. She says, if you do this, I will kill you. I will give you a gift. Hearing this, Moonjin agrees. Then everyone sits together and mocks his. Leaving after completing the assignment. It happens, then Jua stops him and there. She asks me to sit with her, but Mokjin. I don't agree, then Jua signals Minyu. And Minyu invites Mokjin to sit with them. He asks for it, then Mergen agrees and he sits with them, then Gambling to Moonjin. She gives the signal to talk to Mokjin, so Moonjin tells Mokjin we are the scenery. Town tour by train for photography. Are going, will you come with us? Mokjin replies, I have my car. If so, why don't we go by car, all this? They agree on the matter, Min Ho thinks. He didn't invite me even once. Then Jua and I would signal each other. Minyu sees them and understands. It is said that this was his plan, then he there. And that Dear.M guidepost. Look at it and wonder who it is. Keeps posting, then mocking everyone. Brings ice cream and Gambling for his. Brings favorite ice cream, then Minyu. Park Nul and Moonjun are in their room. Moonjin says Gambling and Mokjin together. They look very nice. Hearing this, Minyu reacts, then Moonjin tells me. I feel like I live alone in this room. You both are always busy with your work. Yes, I wish I had a girlfriend too. Then tells Parthen and Minyu, if you gamble. If you like him, you should tell him. We should not be late. The next day all. Going on a town tour, gambling a lot. She comes with a big bag, and Moonjin asks her. Are you leaving the hostel? This. But Jua tells Moonjin that if you need anything, just ask me. I have everything. Just then Min Ho arrives and tells Jua you're in the back seat with me. Sit down, but Gambling says Mokjin driving. If he is doing it, then I am with him in the front. I will sit, Minyu says if you're in the front. If you sit, you will fall asleep in front of him. You sit in the back, but Gambling is not his thing. Listen and sit in the front with Mokjin. She goes, Gambling when the car starts. She falls asleep on the way. Seeing this, Minyu. He places a pillow under his head, so that His head should not hit the car window. Then, Mogin asks if he's always in the car. Does she fall asleep like this? Min Ho replies, yes, whenever there is a long journey, She falls asleep on the way, then it's all in one place. We reach there, which is very beautiful. Seeing the beauty of that place, everyone took out their cameras. Take it out and start taking photos. Only then, Jua comes to Min Ho and asks him, yes, I slept the whole way. Did I? Sleep did some beard. Min Ho a little bit. He smiles and says, no, you didn't do anything like that. Hearing this, Jua says, okay. Then Jua takes out her lip balm and she starts applying it on her lips. Then Mokjin. He comes and asks her for her lip balm. But before that, Min Ho standing nearby gambled. Snatches the lip balm from her hands and puts it on his. Starts applying it on the lips. Min Ho says, look how chapped my lips are. Then Mokjin also applies lip balm, and when Min Ho is about to give back the gambling, he takes the lip balm from her and goes back to his. Starts applying it on the lips. Seeing this, gambling shock. And thinks how weird it is. He is making moves, then gambling a heart shape. Looking at Mokjin through there is someone to take his picture. Then Min Ho comes in front of him and poses weirdly. Starts doing it. Gambling becomes annoying and she says, move aside. I'm Mokjin Fo. I have to take it, but Min Ho doesn't listen to her. And it doesn't move anymore. Later, Jua goes to a shop where she's looking for hair clips for herself. It occurs, but Min Ho didn't seem to tell her. Remained. Then Manjin says to everyone, come on, I'll take you to a special place here. A.M. He takes them to a cafe where they found insults written on cups. Coffee is served. Seeing this, everyone was very. There are surprises. After this, everything went to Moonjin. Goes home where his parents. Let us welcome you. Boyoung gifts for him. It is also brought. Seeing this, Moonjin Boyoung. I am very impressed. To Mokjin at night. He gets a call from his dad, and he asks him about his. Ask about the app. They say, why is your app no longer showing up? Mokjin says, for some reason I used that app. Deleted it. I'm now building a new app. A.M. Hearing this, Mokjin's dad says, okay, so we're here with your new app. We'll participate in the competition. From this. Before Mokjin could say anything else, his dad. Let's disconnect the call. After that, it's all a game. Let's sit down to play. Gambling during the game first. She loses, so she has to drink. Then Parthenol lost in the next round. He goes and has to have a drink. As the game progresses, Parthenol. He keeps losing again and again and again. Have to drink, then it's all a new game. Play in which they have to play against each other. Have to reply back during the game. Min Ho tells Ju I like you, but gambling doesn't resonate. Because of this, Min Ho. He loses and has to drink. Then again in the game, Min Ho tells Gamba. I like you, but gambling still doesn't pay off. She does and tells Mokjin I like you. Mokjin also responds to her saying I like you. Min Ho feels very bad seeing all this. He gets up and goes out to him. It is the same hair clip that Jua bought in the shop. I liked it when Min Ho walks in. Parthenol asks him, are you okay, Min Ho? He says, yes, I am fine. Then the gamble rose. She sits down and has too many drinks. It would have been done. Then he starts doing weird things. It seems so. First she goes to Boyoung and she holds his face and says how cute you are. Be a dumpling. Then she goes to Parthenol. And holding his face she says you too. What cute dumplings you are. Then Min Ho tells her. Tries to remove it, but gambling moons. She catches it and says it's very dirty. There is dumpling. Moonjun says why is this so? Are you saying? Mongjin sits outside. Is looking at his competition site and he is very worried because of his dad. Then Jua comes there and presses his face. She looks at me and starts talking nonsense. Mokjin. He becomes happy because of his actions. Then Jua tells him I love you. Mokjin bus. Keeps looking at him, then he catches gambling. He is there and kisses her. Min Ho too. He sees them kissing. Min Ho had brought hangover medicine for gambling. But seeing them kiss, his heart melted. He breaks down and feels very bad. The next morning when Jua wakes up, she says, I don't remember how I got here, they all. And meets Mokjin. It is available. Mokjin tells him you were there last night. What were you doing to me? Gambling says. I had too much to drink last night. So I don't remember anything I said. Then she holds her head in there. It goes away from. Then everyone is having breakfast. She asks young Jua, will you tomorrow? She was doing very weird things at night. Now you. Are you okay? Jua replies to me anything. I don't remember what I did last night. Then She asks Min Ho if I did something weird. Min Ho tells her you really don't remember what you did last night. Jua says I really don't remember. All I remember is we had a game last night. We're playing. I don't remember anything other than that. Then everyone is leaving from there. Moon. June's parents come to see them off. June's mom asks her what? Which of these girls is your girlfriend? Moonjin replies not yet. No, but very soon. Then he is coming back. On the way, Jua says to Mokjin. This time, I will not sleep the whole way. Mokjin says okay gambling, then Mokjin's watch. She sees him and remembers what happened last night. When she kissed Mokjin and he was wearing the same watch at that time, everything. She gets shocked remembering this. After that, Mokjin asks casual gambling to go back. What are your plans? Gambling reply. She does not have any special plans. Then, Jua sits with Min Ho at a restaurant. It occurs. She tells Min Ho to Mokjin. Don't tell me, I've even got the date sheet yet. Haven't seen it. If he finds out, he will know. No, what will he think about me? Then, gambling on my mobile phone while sitting in my room. She is passing the time. He is with Jimin and she sees Boyoung reading, so he's Jimin. She tells me that she cannot study in the hostel. Let's go to the cafe and read. Jimin. She says it is mine. I'm just going to sleep. A.M. Then Jua calls Min Ho and she says, let's go to the cafe and study. But he also refuses, so gambling says, I will make you coffee. Menno again. He also refuses. Then when she goes out. If so, Menno is standing there, gambling with him. She asks you were not going to come. Min Ho. He says I came because you asked me to. Would you like me to have coffee? So gambling says, I will definitely get you some coffee. Then, he goes to a cafe and starts reading. Min Ho notices that Jua's hair is similar to his. Coming to the face, so he combed her hair. He puts his hand behind her ear. Seeing this, Jua felt very strange. After that he could not focus on his studies. She manages to and keeps looking at Min Ho. Then, Min Ho asks him, aren't you studying? Wally, Jua says I want to study but I will check your phone first. Then she sees her photos on his phone and asks, why do you have all these photos? Min Ho says whenever I feel down. So I feel a little cheery after seeing these photos. I'm up, then she would be in her room. She is thinking about Min Ho. Everyone has exams the next day, and everyone are busy writing their papers. Then, all students finish their papers. Let's go away, but gambling is your paper. To complete it in the exam hall itself. It remains. Later when she comes out she meets Boyoung. Boyoung asks her, what is your plan now? Gambling says, I'll go out with Min Ho. Boyoung. She asks if you have anything to do with Mokjin. Don't have a plan. Jua says I am her. I had completely forgotten about it. Actually I always with Min Ho after exams. I roam around, so it has become a habit. Boy, Ung says you have to change your habit now. Should be changed. Then gambling in a restaurant. It occurs. His boss asks him about how were the exams? She says it's good. Then Mokjin comes there and says, I want 2 coffees. Jua was very happy to see him. It happens, his boss would notice this. Then Mokjin asks Jua, are you at our food stall during the festival? Would you like to help? Jua says sure. Then he smiles and gives Jua a coffee. He gives it to me and says this is for you and leaves. Goes. Jua is very happy with all this. His boss comes to him and asks, "Is he your boyfriend?" Gambling asks, "So, how did you know it was mine? Do you have a boyfriend?" Hearing this, his boss was heartbroken. Breaks down and he walks away with a sad face. Goes. The next day, Minyu, Younghee, and Jua. They are having breakfast together, gambling. She is very sad. She says the union. "I haven't messaged you yet that I'm an MC. Did you become an announcer or not?" Just then Younghee gets the message comes and she shouts, I got selected. Younghee sees Jua and she says, "Sorry, I didn't pay attention to you." Gave. Jua says, "No problem. It is good that you got selected. I'm happy for you," but Minho notices. He says that gambling is very sad. Then gamble your. She goes into the room and sees Jimin and Boyoung. She tells something. Jimin says there's a problem. No, but it is certain that I liked you. Then Boyoung became one. Comes in with flower delivery and she says maybe Mokjin did this for gambling. Has sent. Hearing this, Jua became very happy. Then Boyoung tells them that right now, both girls' and boys' hostels are open and anyone can go to someone's hostel and check. Can you tell how clean their room is? So, Jua says let's go check. Then, they all go to the boys' hostel and see rooms which are in very bad condition. Then he enters a room, which is very clean. This room Minyu and Monjun kept it clean. It happens. Jua tells him we are yours. There are fans of cleanliness. Just then Minho came in. He comes and says, "You don't know that. How much torture do we have to endure because of this? We can't miss any." Gambling says, "You should thank him because he has kept your room so clean." Then, Jun tells Minyu that today Mokjin called me. Sent flowers and she is very happy. In the next scene, it's festival day in college. It happens, and everyone is having a lot of fun. Minyu and Jua also come there. First we go to Moonjin's tent. Moonjin. If he asks you to look at tarot cards. Do you want fortune cookies? Fortune cookies choose. Of gambling. It is written in the slip that he has to pay his salary today. You will get the date, written on Minyu's slip. It happens, if you don't show your debt today, you will lose him. Seeing this, Minyu says, "I don't believe in these things, but..." Jua says, "I believe." Next, the festival starts in the scene, gambling. She comes on stage. Mokjin looks at him and says, "What is she doing on stage?" Then a flashback is shown in which the woman had interviewed gambling he had. She comes and says, "We are very impressed with you and want you to start the festival. Do it." Jua becomes very happy after hearing this. Minyu is also very happy to gamble. Then the gambling festival starts and everything. They are having a great time. Then, the organizer comes to Jua and says, "Our next group is a little late, so you handle them for 30 minutes. Then gambling plays a quiz game with them, but after it was over, he still had 10 minutes are left, and everyone is getting very bored. Minyu notices this, so he goes on stage and plays to pass the time. He starts singing a song for me, understands gambling. That Minyu is there to help her on stage. Has brought it. In the next scene, Minho is seen. The stall is being prepared, then gambling. Dress up as a gaming avatar. It comes. Minyu looks at him and says, what have you become? You look like a wizard." She says, "You don't know I had dressed up like a gaming avatar." Then Mogin also comes and praises gambling. Jua is very happy. Then gambling. She struggles with her dress. Then, some girls would come and take pictures with him. Then one of Minyu's friends comes to him. He says, "Look there, that dance. She is the famous girl of the department. Minyu her." He sees but does not react. Then the girl goes to Mokjin and calls him. Mokjin is surprised to see him. Then they all sit down to eat together. So that girl says, "I'm mocking. I am your girlfriend." Mokjin also says yes it. I have a girlfriend. Jua is shocked to hear this. She goes, Min-ho notices him, then when that girl leaves, Mokjin tells her. Gives flowers. Seeing this, Gambhir's heart. It breaks down and she leaves from there. Then Jua sits alone and cries a lot. Min-ho. He comes to her and tells her he is. Try to handle it, everything will be fine. But Jua is crying a lot. Min-ho. Trying to distract him by talking about random things. Tries, talking out of the hair of gambling. They come on his face, so Min-ho gives a hair clip. Jua asks him. When did you get this? Min-ho says. You liked it the other day, so I took it. Then they look at each other and Min-ho kisses Jua, gambling him away. She pushes it. Min-ho asks him what. Are you drunk? Jua says no. Min-ho. Then you have to push me away. Not required. Then Min-ho gave her another. Kisses, and this time gambling reciprocate. She does. The next morning, gambling wakes up the previous night. There is excitement regarding the incident. He is young and Jimin both asks him what happened. All. Okay, Jua says yes, everything is fine. This. Meanwhile, Min-ho was lying on the bed remembering everything. He is doing it. In the next scene, gambling is. It happens in the room. Then she gets a message from Min-ho. Comes, I ask, did you get up? Gambling. She says yes, I got up. Then she tells Min-ho. She calls to meet. When Min-ho asks her. When he comes to meet her, Jua tells him that last night. I was very happy to meet Mokjin's girlfriend. She was upset, and we both had a drink. Lee, so we made a mistake. Min-ho. He says it was not a mistake. I like you, Jua says in shock. What are you saying? Are you conscious? Are you in? Then she says, look at me now. I don't understand, and I think you do too. You are confused. When you're confused. Meet me when it's clear, then gamble it. She also says stay away from me for a few days. Stay, then she leaves from there. Next. Gambling in the scene of a sports announcer. She is looking for vacancies. Then Boyoung and Jimin comes into the room and asks Ju. Yes, what happened? Do you have any problem? You seem very stressed since yesterday. Then. Gambling tells them the truth about Magan. Hearing this, both the Magans were very. She gets angry, then Jua says. Magan, the idea of becoming a sports announcer. So now I am leaving it. But both of them motivate him and say. Yes, no, you should not leave it. You have talent, you have to do this. Needed the next day, Jua meets the interviewer. They called it the college broadcast system. She asks to join. Gambling asks. Yes, can I do this? She says. Yes, of course. Meanwhile, Min-ho messages Jua. But she does not reply. This makes Min-ho very worried. Then gambling. To apply in broadcast system. She is checking the recruitment. Only then. Min-ho comes there. Gambling asks her you. What are you doing here? Min-ho says you. Why are you not replying to my messages? Yes, then she gets up to go gambling. Min-ho. He stops her and says, why are you doing this? Jua says I am our 12-year-old. I don't want to end the friendship. I am not. I want you to regret it after a week. You took this decision in haste. In the next scene, gambling takes place in a restaurant. Just then Mokjin arrives there, gambling seeing him. She is surprised and asks, what are you doing? Want to order. Mokjin talks to him. Tries to do it and says I. Arrange 2 VIP tickets for the baseball match. Have done. Would you like to come with me? Jua says no, I don't have time. Then he takes his coffee and leaves. Jua gets very angry at him, so she follows him and scolds him a lot. She says, how dare you? To play with emotions, you to me. It was fun to fool around, but now I will not be fooled. I'm your words. But I will not believe it, so after today. You don't need to come in front of me. I don't even want to see you. Then she leaves, and Mokjin hears her words. Keeps listening, gambling back in the next scene. She comes and cries a lot. Min-ho all this from afar. He watches. Gambling decides I am I will become a sports announcer. Way recruitment. She would be happy after applying for. Then he went to a hospital to prepare for the interview. She goes to the academy, where she is asked about the fees. It is said, the fees are very high. This shocks Jua and she says, no, I can't afford this. Then she meets Yang He. She says, I will share the material with you, but you can give me updates about Minyu. Gotta keep giving. After that, both of them left. She goes away. In the next scene, gambling and Yang He is studying along with her. Only then Minyu comes there, gambling from Yang He. She asks what is he doing here. Minyu says, Yang He told me that you both were coming to eat rice burgers, so I also came. Then Minyu troubles Jua. She remains and cannot read. Then the gamble is. She goes to get a book, and Minyu follows her. Remains. Jua gets annoyed and says, why are you following me? Until your mind is not clear to me. Don't follow. Jua and Yang in the next scene. Only with an expensive makeup artist. Go away, when gambling is about their budget. When he finds out, he comes out and confronts Yang He. She says, I can't afford this. Then she leaves from there. In the next scene, Jua comes to her room and tells her problems. She shares a home with Jaemin and Boyoung. She says, I have my name for the interview. Enough to prepare your portfolio. There is no money. Jimin does her makeup. And then he takes her nice look for the portfolio. Click pictures, gambling those pictures. I am looking very cute. Next. In the scene, Jua goes out to study. Minyu also comes there to get a drink. Minyu says, you're here so late at night. Have you come to study? Jua says, yes, I need something. Preparations have to be made. Then Min Ho would leave and stands outside, wondering how much gambling. She is working hard, when gambling has run its course. When she comes out, she sees a bag, on which his name is written. Of the bag, inside are her favorite macarons. She brings him into her room and puts him on the table. She looks, then she took out that hair clip from the drawer. She takes out the one Minyu gave her. Then she remembered her kiss with Minyu. Then she starts thinking about Minyu. But she soon says, no, what am I thinking? This cannot happen. And he put the hair clip back in the drawer and close it. In the next scene, everyone is in class. Are sitting, gambling comes into class, him. Seeing this, Minyu thinks that maybe Jua has come and will come to me. If she sits with him, he removes his bag. But gambling went and sat in the row in front of him. She sits down, gambling in the next scene. She goes to the sports club and finds a book. It has been happening. As soon as he gets the book, she gets ready to leave. Only then Morgan and his girlfriend come there. He stops to talk to her. Then Morgan's friend tells him that an interview of Mogson has gone viral. Hearing this, Morgan becomes afraid that gambling might happen. No one should know that he has given you. I told him mine, but something like this in the video. It doesn't happen. Mokshin relaxes a bit. Then Jua says, I have some work, and she goes away from there, gambling in the next scene. Learns that his interview is on 16. It is scheduled, then Young Hee and Jua both. She is preparing for this, Jua Young. He looks at the script and says, you have improved a lot. Young Hee says, I have benefited a lot from joining the academy. I have benefited and made a lot of progress. Has done. Hearing this, Jua becomes very sad. Because he has no option to join the academy. There was no money, then she is about to leave. That he meets Moon June. He asks what happened. Why are you so sad? Jua says the academy fees are very high. I can't afford it, Moon June suggests. Helps you with your parents. Should be taken. Jua likes this suggestion very much. He comes and she says, okay, I'm like that. I will do it. Then she goes to her home. In the next scene, Jua is with her mom. Arrives and thinks she needs to find her mom. Should I talk to him or not? While talking, he learns that his mom is also. It is going through a financial crisis. This Because gambling is my problem with my mom. I can't muster the courage to share it. His mom says, did you come here just to eat? Jua says yes, no one eats like you. Can't make it, that's why I came here. But his mom absolutely loved this answer. I don't know. Then Jua's mom calls Minu and says, I did it for you. Macros have been sent, take it from gambling. Minu says, all right, then his mom. She tells Minu that Jua came to see me today. She was a little upset, I asked, but he didn't tell me, find out what. The thing is, Minu says, all right, I will find out. I will take it, then he disconnects the call, Moonjin. He asks him, who were you talking to? Minu says to Jua's mom. Moonjin says, wow, you both call each other's moms. You call me, it's so great, then. He tells Minho that gambling has some. There are financial problems. Next scene. When Jua reaches the hostel, she is there. She meets Minho. He says, Mom told me that they did it for me. Macros have been sent. Gambling give him the box. Gives, then Minho tries to talk to her. He tries, but gambling is his problem. I don't share it with her and say I'm very tired, so I'm going to go, and she leaves from there. In the next scene, Jua is watching a video in her room. Then he sees a video of Mokjin. She plays it and finds out that Mokjin lied to everyone that he have created an app, while he's actually Minu. Was claiming the app as his own, gambling knowing that. She gets shocked, all together in the next scene. I am going to college, then he is let's see the donation stall, everybody goes there. And take friendship bands, gambling one. If she takes a friendship band, Minho also gets the same. He takes a friendship band of the same color, there. A friend of Jin comes, girls his. She looks at the coat, which makes the boys angry. Comes, then he sits down to have breakfast. Then Jimin's friend is with the girls. He sits down, seeing this the boys got angry. I feel it, just then Minho receives a message. That his new app is in the finals of the competition. Has arrived, all the boys were happy to see this. They go and praise him, then. Minu looks at the gambling, but gambling him. She is ignoring it, seeing this Minu. Feels so bad, Jua looks at Minu. And I wonder if I should tell him that Mokjin had used his app as his own. Interviewed, but he did not. I would tell you, in the next scene, Boyoung is sitting somewhere. It occurs, just then Moon Jun comes to him and he asks, what are you doing here, Boyoung? She says that today the broadcast of gambling is going to air. And I'm here to listen to him. I am sitting, then gambling in the broadcast room. It happens and broadcasts very well. It has been happening, everyone is impressed by him. In the next scene, Jua is seen doing his part-time job. But it happens, a customer comes to his shop and gives orders, and gambling prepares him. She does it, but later the customer says, I did not order it myself, me. You are giving wrong orders, and that is gambling. He starts insulting. Minu would have been there too. Minu is sitting there and that person calls to indirectly insult. Seeing this, Jua smiles and the man notices that he has a lot of. If he is being insulted, he leaves from there. Jua sees him and is happy that Minu was always there to help her. Then both of them would be going back to the hostel. Minu sends his broadcast to Jua. Jua says you did this for me. Recorded it, Minu says it's yours. It was the first broadcast, I knew that I would like to keep it forever. Then gambling says, look, I want you with me forever. Stay normal, talk normal things, weird. Don't make me uncomfortable by saying things. Minho says, do my words bother you? She makes me so uncomfortable, what is your? Don't you have any feelings for me? Gambling says, yes, I have a lot of feelings, since I don't understand what you've kissed me with. What is happening to me? I can't control it, but I don't want to end the friendship. If we break up, you are the one who. I share my things with him. I never want to lose you. Then he this. Saying this, she goes away from there. Next scene. The next morning, Jua meets Minu's sister. A call comes. She calls him to the cafe. They are talking in the cafe. Only then. Minu comes there. Jua says, "You said." I was sure Minu wouldn't be here. Minu also gambles. He is surprised to see this. Minu's sister says, "I know about both of you. There is some problem between you two, and you both are talking. You are not doing it, but no problem, The wedding is about to take place, and 5 years ago both of you promised me that will you perform a dance at my wedding?" Minu says, "We're not kids anymore, but..." His sister doesn't agree. In the next scene, Mokshin's dad tells him to use his app. Complete the work quickly because I want to manage my company and take it forward. Have to go. Mockingbird says something to his dad. He wants to but doesn't say it. Next scene. In Minu texts Jua and says, "We will practice dance during lunch. Then." Jua thinks, should I accept Minho as my own? Should I make a boyfriend or not? Lunchtime. Minu and Jua practicing dance in. They hug each other while dancing. They come very close. Then he takes a break. Let's take it. Minu during a break from gambling. He says, "Every time we fight I always retreat. And what about you? Do you want? Should I back down this time too? Should I go and drop you off? Going gambling again?" It happens, and remembering all these things, it feels like, then go to one place and gamble. Plays the first broadcast that Minu. He was sent, then he saw a code in it. Then she thinks this code looks like the boy in Dear.M is talking to his love. Puts in confession. Seeing this, Jua thought, is that boy Mino? Then the gamble is. She goes for an interview and is very nervous. It occurs, then his interview would begin. Jua gives interviews which everyone is very happy about. I like it, but still she rejects him. We do it, saying that he had enough. There is no experience, so gambling feels very sad. She does it and comes back, then it's all about gambling. Sitting in the restaurant, then Bo Young. She tells Jua not to lose courage. Next time. You will definitely get sexted. Then Moon Jun Wo. Young is hiding his face, so Partha now tells him, "You both just now started dating and already fighting." Had been, so Moon Jun tells him, people found out we knew each other. Are dating. Minu says yes to us. Do you know? Moon then apologizes to Jun Boyoung. And they patch up. Next scene. Jua goes to meet Minu. Only then. Minu gets a call from Yang He, gambling him. She says, "Today is your date with Yang He." Isn't it? Meno says yes, so gambling him. She says all the best and leaves from there. Then gambling takes place in one's own room. Very strange is doing things. Understand him. I don't know what to do. They are Yang He and Minu's date isn't on his mind. Could have taken it out. Just then he gets a call from Yang He. And she goes to meet him. Then Yang He. Jua asks, "How was your interview?" Remained. Jua says, "I got rejected." Yang. She says, "I too got rejected, but..." Never mind. We'll try again next time. Then Yang He tells Jua that you told me Minu loves yellow dresses. I like it, so I wore a yellow dress. In the next scene, Yang He and Minu are together. Sitting in the restaurant, Yang He. She is talking to him, but Minu. He is quietly looking at his phone. This beach gambling takes place in his room. Minu's seeing things and remembering them. It occurs, then she looks at his jacket. And he remembers Minu telling him, "Tha yellow just suits you, remember this." She starts crying. On the other hand, Minu and Yang He also returns from his date. So Yang He says goodbye to her and leaves. She goes. In the next scene, Jua comes out and waits for Minu. They call him. She wants to but cannot do it. Just then Minu arrived. Goes. Jua asks him out on a date. Minu says Yang He thought, "I'm very interesting, but with me." After going on a date, she finds me very boring. I felt like he rejected me. Hearing this, Jua starts laughing at him, then gambling. She says to him, I love your Yang Hees. I didn't like going on a date with him at all. I tried to control my feelings. Tried but could not do it. Then he Minyu. When she confesses her love to Minyu. He hugs me, gambling in the next scene. Search some free academies for training. She does and joins them. Then, Minyu's sister's wedding takes place where Minyu gives a very emotional speech that everyone becomes emotional. Then Minyu and let's start doing the gambling dance. Minyu's sister also joins him in his. She starts dancing along. In the next scene, Mokjin's dad tells her this is the same boy. The one we met at the restaurant. The article mentions him as the owner of the app. Why did the name come about? On this, Mogin asks his dad. He says that app never belonged to me, that the owner of the app is Minyu. Hearing this, his father. But they get angry. Then Mogin also got angry. Gets and tells his dad a lot. Due to which his dad becomes speechless. In the next scene, Jua and Minyu are returning. So Jua tells Minyu, there should be no daring at all. Hearing this, Minyu kisses her right on the road. Then Minyu is appointed CEO of a very big company, who gives him a very good job, which makes Minyu very happy. In the next scene, everyone is at a photo exhibition. Come and look at your pictures. Then Jua tells Minyu, I know that the guy from Dear.M is you, Minyu. He says no, I am not that. Then Moonjin. And Boyoung is looking at his photo. Moonjin tells Boyoung, let me be yours. I take a picture. As soon as he packs his bag, puts down an assignment in her bag. It is visible. This is the same assignment as posted by the guy from Dear.M. This makes it clear that Dear.M. the guy is Moonjun, and he is online. I used to post, and that's where our drama ended. Becomes